Next, stroke survivors from Greater Manchester are setting up a charity to help raise awareness that strokes can happen at any age. Nick Clarke and John Webster-Lee both had them at 42. It comes as the Stroke Association says that cuts to social care funding mean that services are under huge pressure. Annabelle's been looking at the story. She's got more.
Thanks, Roger. Now, most of us are guilty of thinking it will never happen to us. But by the age of 75, 1 in 5 women and 1 in 6 men will have a stroke. There are 1.2 million stroke survivors in the UK. Over a third of those people are dependent on others. Now, the Stroke Association says it's doing what it can, but services are under huge pressure.
People, when they have a stroke when they're younger, they need help to get back to work. Finances can be a concern, and we know that the support still isn't out there to help people make their best possible recovery.
The Department for Health told us it's given an extra £1.1 billion to councils to help protect social care services. They've increased the NHS budget and created a new £5.3 billion fund, which joins up health and care services and focuses resources on preventing people from becoming ill. Naomi Cornwell has been to meet 2 men from Stockport who don't care about the politics of it all. They just want to help other stroke survivors.
Hello, Mr. Dawson.
Good morning, sir.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You?
I'm good, yeah. Are we all ready for Saturday?
We're all ready.
Nick was once a reserve for Stockport County, but he hasn't been able to play football since suffering a stroke 3 years ago.
I just collapsed in the bathroom and I was like, what's happening to me? The paramedics said, we think he's having a stroke. And even my wife turned around and said, he's 42, he won't be having a stroke.
Nick now volunteers at the club and uses his work as a steward to raise awareness that strokes don't just affect the elderly.
The national charity are fantastic. That what they do, they give the money towards research and all the rest of it, but you only really appreciate a stroke once you've lived it, if you know what I mean, or you've been associated or impacted by stroke. So John and I said, let's do something about it.
John was exactly the same age as Nick when he suffered a stroke.
Yeah, having a stroke destroyed my life completely. I lost my business, I lost my house, my marriage collapsed, everything. When you're walking towards people, people will cross over to get out, to move away from you. You know, like you're some horrible monster or something. You know, at the end of the day, all I do is walk with a limp.
Now they're working together to set up a charity offering support to other stroke survivors.
It affects you in so many different ways. Like I say, psychologically, emotionally.
Because of my own unfortunate circumstance, I've got a second chance, and I want to try and just do something worthwhile for that with that second chance. And John's definitely of the same opinion.
John and Nick hope to help other stroke survivors rebuild their lives. Naomi Cornwell, BBC North West Tonight in Stockport.
And Nick and John will be raising awareness of their charity bid at Stockport County's game at Edgeley Park on Saturday, and we wish them well.
Yeah.